We are 5 years older, but I think I'm excited to see how people see, fun-loving Tommy, accept these responsibilities of fatherhood and of leadership and of being a husband and trying to, trying to be the best version of all those things.
What's outside?
Monsters.
All right, season 2's upon us. With Tommy and Maria's relationship being expanded this season, what are you most excited for fans to see in terms of who they are to themselves and to each other?
I think I'm excited for fans to see the two of them as parents and how they are with their child, and see how it brings them closer together. And also, the most important, I think, is to see how Maria is softer in a very motherly way. And I think it surprises Maria even herself, as I think she thought she couldn't do that anymore, and now she's doing it. And I think just how we are. I think it's kind of cool how the family is, the dynamic, right?
Yeah. Our relationship as people has grown. Right off the bat, we were pretty simpatico. Felt good, and I've grown to love her so much. So I'm excited to see all that translated to the screen, and the arrival of Benjamin and the 5-year-old that is too big to be carried. I don't know why I hand him off to you like I do in that first.
I'm like, he's up here. I'm like,
probably just because I shouldn't have picked him up. Here, take him.
My back.
But we are 5 years older, but I think I'm excited to see how people see, fun-loving Tommy, accept these responsibilities of fatherhood and of leadership and of being a husband and trying to be the best version of all those things.
Yeah, I think this kind of adds to it, but the fact that they have a kid, changes everything to me. So it's how do you think that what did that change for you about your perspective of the characters, especially going into season 1 versus now, where they have something bigger to worry about than, especially with Tommy, this is a big thing, is he's...
Right. You hit the nail on the head. That's exactly it. And I think what I love about it is really a lot of what Benjamin represents in terms of hope and in terms of longevity and survival for the sake of the future of everyone that's behind us, following us. And I also love what he represents for us as this small family of Maria, Tommy, Joel, Ellie, and Benjamin, and how he is the one that brings Joel and Maria closer together, and knowing that that is the uncle of our son, our blood also, and Joel, and getting closer with Joel and having our relationship be mended in the way it has in these 5 years. How I'm now gifted with the experience of Ellie and what it would have been like to be cool Uncle Tommy to Sarah, who we lost, And so that is all sparked from us creating an environment safe enough and strong enough to for the fruit of our love to be born, you know what I mean? So I love that. I'm excited for people to see that.
How did it feel coming back for season 2? I know for fans, we have an immediate we know where it's going, we know how heavy it's gonna be. So when you stepped on the set again for the first day, what goes through your mind?
I just gotta get ready. You gotta get ready. You gotta get your mind ready, get your body, you gotta stretch, get your body ready.
Definitely gotta stretch.
Because we got the stunts that we do. It was kind of awesome. Because we're it is very much like a family atmosphere. So it was kind of nice to come back to it. And also all of the new people that we got, that was new energy coming on. They fit perfectly with us and everything was kind of great. I loved it. Like I said, once I connect with Gabe, we usually connect before we start shooting just to get locked back in with each other.
I like that.
And once we do that, we're golden.
That's true. Yeah.
So
yeah, we went to Homer Street Cafe across from the condo I was renting in downtown Vancouver and just sat there and talked about the things that we love and what's been going on, and we keep in contact pretty frequently, and so it was just really nice to feel that presence of family when Rutina arrived. That kind of settled me in to the piece, and then. And of course, Pedro and Bella. And I mean, because we are the 4 returning cast members,
Yeah.
and we're all part of one family, the Millers. So it's just it was special to get there on day one and to realize and to see all the faces, in all departments, and to see that regardless of the success the show had, our modus operandi hasn't changed, and the culture that Craig Mazin established is still very much intact. And we can feel safe in that, and bask in Craig's loving, glowing love that he gives us all, and his beautiful words that he gives us to speak.
What I love about this show so much, and like as a fan of the game, you're really living through Ellie and Joel, and then Abby. But there's these other characters around them, and you don't know a ton about them. But in the show, like I think to the Bill and Frank episode, you learn so much about them. So who are you most excited for fans to get to know besides your own character, your own dynamics this season?
God, I love Catherine.
Or maybe you with somebody else.
I love Catherine.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
The character of Gail.
Because she's
she's so
so good. Catherine O'Hara is amazing.
Tell me about that. Like she comes into the
so
show.
good. I was just working on another show in Toronto, and one of our transpo coordinators is this guy named Hendrix, and his wife, Robin Duke, who used to be on Saturday Night Live, is best friends with Catherine. And Catherine is Augie, their son's godmother. And so, like, there's all these cool, I worked with Catherine 15 years ago, and there's a picture of us, me.
Oh, what was it on?
It was called Temple Grandin for
Okay.
HBO. And I was sitting in the chair, and she's behind me, and I remember taking a picture with her in the hair and makeup trailer, and I was just a nobody day player guy. And she was so sweet and kind in those moments, and then we were able to recreate that photo 15 years later, and I used it as the previs, and I showed it to Rebecca, our makeup artist. I was like, okay, Rebecca, see, this was the key makeup head on Temple Grandin 15 years ago. See her just out of frame here, kind of leaning over. Okay, so you got to be that, and we're gonna redo this photo. So we were able to recreate this perfect photo of us, 15 year gap between the photos. But she's incredible. She's superb. And
Can't take your eyes off of her.
yeah.
No.
She's just so. She's like, her acting is so detailed that like she touches every single thing that you could possibly touch in one line and makes it seem like seamless and flawless. She just she textures everything in
Right.
such a great way. She's been one of my favorites for a long time. So
Everyone thinks of her as this comedic legend, which she
Yeah.
is.
It's like, I think about her like when she's being over the top intentionally,
Yeah.
and this one she's so grounded, and it's
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
just, there's so much mischief in the way she works. And so that's where I guess the comedy kind of helps to facilitate what she needs to do in this dramatic arena, I love mischief. She has lots of.
lots of mischief. Gabriel, I'm about to head to Star Wars Celebration, and last time we spoke, you said that you sent a letter to Dave Filoni, pitching yourself as Elzar Mann. Has there been any movement on that, or is there anything you need me to relay when I get there?
The only development is I've read all the books now, so I know the character inside and out.
This is your guy.
Yeah.
People really liked that when you said that. Like the fans, that was all over Reddit. People were like, "Yes, this has to be him."
It's such a great character.
Yeah.
I love those books, and Charles Soule, great writer, and everyone else who kind of carries on through this series is so strong, and they it's a flawed. He's a flawed person. Jedis are always thought of these pinnacles of light and love and order, but he shows you that humans,
See?
or whatever race they are in the galaxy far away.